going on, folks? I'm gonna show you what could be your problem on, say, your Chevy Avalanche or Suburban, your Tahoe, Yukon, pretty much most of your GM trucks. Sometimes on your vehicle you can be driving and your vehicle just is not running right. It's kind of shaky. When you hit the gas and stuff, it's not getting a lot of power. A lot of time what can happen is one of these lines over here can basically come free or be cracked because it's a very thin line. And when this happens, pretty much it'll make your vehicle run bad and well shake. And also when you pop your hood a lot of time, what you'll hear is air coming out, which tells you that somewhere you have a vacuum leak. I'm gonna show you what it is on this truck right here, which happens to be a Chevy Avalanche. So it's probably about the same for about the 2000 all the way up to about the 2007. I'm not quite sure about the years, but it definitely could be the issue on many GM trucks. I'm gonna start this vehicle up. I want you to listen. You'll hear an air sound, or basically a vacuum leak. Go ahead and start it. If you hear real good, listen good. Right here, there's a vacuum leak on this vehicle. Where this line right here, pretty much, it's a little bitty thin line, has popped off of the place where it's supposed to be at. If you come over here and look at it, you can actually see it right here where this belongs. Is right on that piece right there. But I guess sometimes, say, hitting the gas hard, you know, accelerating really hard can make this line pop off of here. And if it does pop off, and then you'll have a problem with your vehicle. Go ahead, turn it off. Now you see that right there. So on this one, I don't have to actually change this line out because it's not cracked or nothing like that. It just pretty much came loose. So what I have to do is just plug it back on. If you look at the top of it where it goes to, I'll take this piece off. And on the top of it is actually the other side of it, which a lot of times you can have the same issue with this top one right here that can pop off, which is right here. And if this was a pop off, it's a much louder air sound. So if you ever hear, I'm gonna take it off so you can hear it. If you ever hear a loud air sound coming from up underneath, basically, let me set this to the side. Yeah, if you ever hear a loud air sound coming from underneath your cover that's on top of your engine, basically what it means is this little piece right here is popped off of here, already just cracked, and now a whole lot of air and stuff is getting in underneath. I'm gonna start up now. Listen to what it sounds like, so you'll know if you hear this sound what's wrong. Go ahead and start it. Now you hear that? That's a huge vacuum leak right there. And a lot of times your engine won't even run right because it's not making the connection correct from here. See, when I put my finger over it, it stops and the engine starts to run better. But technically, it's supposed to run all the way down to the other side over there. Turn it off. But yeah, so once again, I just want y'all to know that if you ever had a problem with your vehicle, with your Chevy, your Tahoe, or something like that, to where it's not running correctly, you know, you changed your spark plugs, you went through and did all that, check to make sure that this line right here is not cracked or damaged, or make sure it just hasn't pretty much popped off from here and also down here going to that piece right there. And like I said, this is the same thing that happens on a lot of your GM vehicles, whether it be a Tahoe, a Chevy Avalanche, a Suburban, especially if it has the Vortec engine on it, the Vortec setup on it. A lot of times this could be what your problem is. Alright folks, once again, this is what your problem could be if for some reason your GM truck is running bad, shaking, just not getting power right. You could have a cracked vacuum line right here, or possibly it just popped loose, and if you put that back on, it'll probably take care of your problem. Alright folks, please check out our other helpful videos. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.